Good morning, travelers. Today is day 2 in Bangkok. We just got up a little bit ago. On our first stop today, we are heading to Wat Traimit. It has the world's largest solid gold Buddha, which should be cool to see. Looks like it's going to be a little bit cloudier today than it was yesterday, which should be nice. More cloud covers, never a bad thing, especially when you're in Bangkok, right?
We are leaving our Airbnb at 7:35, so let's see how long it takes us to get there.
So we just got off the metro and walked about 5 minutes or so from there to the actual Wat here. Took about 50 minutes. We left, again, the Airbnb at 7:35. It's now 8:22. So let's go check out the inside.
It's a good thing that I didn't wear shorts. But they do have scarf rentals for 20 baht, which is not terrible, but free is better. Definitely.
Okay, so we're making our way up the steps, and the first thing you see, of course, is an image to the king, the former king of Thailand who died, I think, last year. This looks to be the entrance to the Golden Buddha, the world's biggest Golden Buddha, right behind these doors. No, false.
Morning hair going on, hat hair, and no shoes allowed.
The Buddha is worth, with a price value of 28.5 million pounds and over 700 years old. It's 15 feet 9 inches tall and 12 feet 5 inches around.
I love the way the ceiling glitters. Like if you look up there, you can just see it sparkling. Up here at this temple, and now we are headed off to the Grand Palace.
It's gonna be a wild crowd. We're walking through Chinatown, and it is the loudest, most hectic area we've been to yet. Okay, we have finally made it after about a 45-minute walk. It's 9:35 right now. We have made it to the intersection between Wat Pho and the Grand Imperial Palace. So on this side we have Wat Pho, and over here is the Imperial Royal Palace. So we're gonna go to the palace first, and then go over to Wat Pho later.
Check out these sweet tour buses. Woo!
On the bottom it looks like they have couches.
Yeah.
Like side couches.
Sheesh. They're like double-decker tour buses. How do you get on those? You'd think there'd be more than one entrance, more than one place to buy tickets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can't even find a door to get inside these white walls.
Alright guys, I found it. The Real World Travelers exclusive.
Just knock 3 times and they'll open it for you.
Didn't work. We found out that it opened at 8:30. It's now only 10 o'clock, and you can see around us the crazy amount of tour groups. They've all got their little sticks with their little flags. Masses of people grouped together going to see this Grand Palace. Let's go check it out and see what the big deal is. We thought Disney was bad. This is worse. Just got our tickets. It was 500 baht, and we got access to the Grand Palace and the Temple of Emerald Buddha, and then we also got the entrance ticket to the Bangkok Palace.
There is a ton going on here and a lot to see, including my beautiful wife. I like to get shots of random people that no one else is getting shots of, and then watch how people like follow my lead. Oh, that's gotta be a good shot. He's taking a shot of it. It's gotta be good. There is a ton of gold all over the place. I haven't seen this much gold in a long time. Cue like a joke. I haven't seen this much gold since my grandmother's funeral. So, thoughts? Yeah?
Everything in this complex is so gorgeous, and like the inside, all the details on the wall and the paintings, it was really pretty. And then the actual Buddha inside was covered in gold and emeralds, and
yeah, it was very impressive.
really
for sure.
cool.
Yeah, he was sitting on top of this mountain of gold, and the walls and ceiling, yeah, were equally as impressive. Unfortunately, again, you can't see the inside, but you should come visit. I would definitely recommend it. Whoa, that was a loud sneeze. This is the belfry right here. Okay, so where's the Palace of the Emerald Buddha? 10. So that's right there. The belfry's right here. So we've only done this little section right here. I think this is the paid section, that's why. I think this is all free. This is where we originally started. So we'll finish exploring through here, and then we'll make our way back outside.
And then we have to get some food. I'm getting hungry. The selfie game down. Their selfie stick turned into a tripod.
So I know you're really excited about getting some food, but we actually haven't even gone to the Grand Palace yet. That's what's standing before us now. And we haven't even gone inside yet. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that the building we're actually sitting in front of is actually not the Royal Palace, but I just keep calling it that for some reason because it looks like a big palace.
I think this whole thing is the Grand Palace.
Right, yeah, the Royal Palace or the Grand Palace.
The Grand
grounds.
Palace. It's
yeah.
just different buildings.
Right, but I keep referring to this building as the Grand Palace. It's actually the Chakri Mahaprasad Hall, which is or was the royal residence built by King Rama V in 1877, and currently the first floor is an ancient weapons museum. The second floor of the east wing is used as a reception room, and there's also different places where they have like receptions and stuff. Have you seen everything you wanted to see at the Grand Palace?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
So we are going to move on. What is the temperature you think right now? It says it's 72.
I don't believe that.
Okay, we're going to talk about standing and walking basics 101, okay? Typically when you're standing back this far back from the palace, you're trying to get a nice shot of the palace. Usually when there's a larger gap is when you find most people walk right in front of you. You should walk over here. This is where most people walk.
You're one of those people?
Oh, sorry. Although we are hungry and quite thirsty, since we are so close to Wat Pho, we thought we would stop in since we're right here. It's 100 baht. We'll stop in and see the reclining Buddha, and then we'll get something to eat and drink. And unlike Wat Prakao and the Grand Palace, there are not nearly the amount of people here. There's only a handful, honestly. There's like hardly anybody really, and it's still very impressive.
All right, so I'm pretty sure we entered into here where like all the massage services are, and we want to get to over here where the reclining Buddha is in number 4, and then there's some other buildings with different Buddhas, but we're here to see that reclining Buddha.
Using the signage that they write for English speakers, they don't even actually say what it is, they just call it the reclining Buddha.
All right, so we gave in, we got some mango, Oh my gosh.
Is it good?
It's really good. It's not like super sweet, but I'm pretty hungry. So anything will taste good to me right now.
Okay, so now we found where all the tourists have been hanging out, by the reclining Buddha area. Makes sense, that's what you come here to see. So Kelly is cashing in on our free water coupons that we got with our ticket. We're about to head in there, not really sure where to go, but I think it's just right over. Yeah, I see a sign that says entrance right there. So that is our next stop to see this humongous gold reclining Buddha. Whoa. Wow. This video, I'm sure, is not going to do justice to the magnitude of this guy's head.
We thought that that Buddha at the temple in Nara was big. This guy is huge, like humongous. I wonder how much his head alone weighs.
I'm surprised they let you even take film and video in here. And everybody wants that quintessential shot where you can see it from the angle, and this appears to be where you can see it. And these are the Buddha's feet, and it looks like almost like the ends of his toes almost have like fingerprints almost a little bit. Kelly's favorite part of visiting every temple and site that we go to is taking off and putting on her shoes.
I hate it, but I do like sitting down. Alright, so we know this place is probably really touristy, but we were really hungry and we just wanted to stop and get something. We ordered 2 things of pad thai, 2 things of tom kha, and 2 Thai iced teas. It's a little bit more pricey than we've been paying, but we're hoping that it's good. Okay, so we're starting with our Thai teas. So.
Really?
I mean, it tastes good, but I feel like the other one's more milky, like more creamy. They taste more of the milk than the actual tea. Next up, we've got some tom kha, which is quite possibly my favorite soup ever in existence. It's a coconut-based soup. We got some mushrooms, chicken, chilies on top. Oh, that's nice. And then we've got shrimp pad thai. Let's put this lime in here.
Spicy?
No, it's not spicy. I'm gonna have to add some spice to it.
Let's add some of that now then. Do it Mark Ween style.
Oh yeah. Needs a little extra kick. Our next stop of the day is Wat Arun, and to get there we actually have to take a ferry boat, so that is where we are headed now.
I mean, you gotta be like Shaquille O'Neal or something to have to watch your head there.
Wat Arun. I know that they have other boat rides and canal tours. We just took the one that takes you to the temple. You're not supposed to step on top of these things because they say that they put them there so that the spirits can't enter, because spirits can only travel in a straight line, so they can't go over these like little, what do you call them? Like the little, yeah, the doorways.
There are a lot of Buddhas. Buddha 1, Buddha 2, Buddha 3, Buddha 4. You go all the way to the end here, all the way to the end here. That is a lot of gold.
We are currently trying to get into here. Looks pretty cool, so we want to check it out, but we can't find the entrance. But in our defense, there's not great signage at these sites. I mean, there is, but it's not in English. Alright, we found the entrance. And wow. They're so tall too. I'm not sure if you can like see the size, like gauge the size from this video, but they're pretty tall. If there's one thing I've learned about traveling through Asia, it's that I can't escape very steep steps. They're like really like small and not very wide. Just like those steps, even the walkways are pretty narrow up here. Kawaii. That was scary.
Okay, so now we are leaving Wat Arun, and we have to take back the ferry again to get across the river back to the other side of Bangkok. And now we are going to head to the Wat that we missed yesterday and finish out the day of Wat sightseeing at Wat Saket. So they get to the top of Wat Saket, 344 steps. Here we go. Keep your shoes on. Ooh,
oh, this is what I like to see. If you come up those steps, it brings you just to another cool like perspective of the city. Alright, so we are back at our Airbnb. We actually ended up taking a tuk-tuk, which dropped us right off at the station right near our Airbnb, and then we walked from there. And it was like the farthest tuk-tuk ride that we've taken so far. I mean, we've taken 3 now. I think this is our 3rd one.
Yeah.
And they only charge, the driver only charges 100 baht, which is crazy when you think about it, because 100 baht is equal to about $3 US, and it saved us 2 hours of walking.
A lot of people left us comments on our Malaysia videos saying that we've overpaid for certain things, whether it be food or transportation. And I just wanted to know how some of you guys feel when you go to certain places. You're in a foreign country. It's not a big deal for us, but for like a local, it's really expensive. So how do you guys feel? Are you like more okay just paying and getting taken advantage of because in Western, cultures it's not that expensive? So you're like, well, I can justify it. Or do you try to always get the good deal and just try to pay what the locals are paying? So after we got off of the tuk-tuk, we did stop at 7-Eleven to pick up some snacks. We got some other sweets that we didn't try last time. We want to go see the Enchanted Kingdom tonight, which is at the Siam Niramit Theater, I believe. It's supposed to be a pretty epic Thai show, probably only seen by foreigners, but whatever. So we will see you later. Hey, so we're back. We have taken a little nap. We watched a little YouTube. We just kind of relaxed. So we are going to take again the BTS SkyTrain from here to the
Thai Cultural Center stop, I think. So it takes like 45 minutes by train to get there with the transfer. And I did find out that there is a free shuttle from the metro to the theater. So that'll save us a little bit of walking, like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah. So the Airbnb that we're staying in is actually kind of more like a hotel. And so we came in to check if they had any discounts on tickets to the show that we're going to see. And they actually have a deal where you get a one-way ride for free to the theater, and that is included in the price of your ticket. The driver actually books it for you, so we're taking advantage of it, and so we're just waiting right now in the lobby. But I feel pretty fancy, waiting for my driver to come pick me up, take me to the theater. Alright, so we made it. It took a while because there was lots of traffic, but we made it.
Yeah, the taxi took about an hour, about the same amount of time it would take us by metro, but it was free.
This is what it looks like from the outside, and I gotta say, it's a pretty beautiful night out tonight. As we're walking in, look what they have. It's not too surprising because there's live elephants in the show. Boy, who you fighting? Who you fighting? These are the rules. We actually have to deposit our camera. Alright, let's go! Why don't we talk a little bit about the performance that we just saw? I personally loved it. I thought it was amazing. Like the way that it was put together and then performed was just incredible. Like I've never seen any show like it before.
Had the feeling of, like I told Kelly, like a 1930s Hollywood big budget film, like Cleopatra or something. Just the amount of actors they had on the stage, the actual sets, the decorations, the costumes. They had tons of fog machines, they had live animals, they had elephants and goats on the stage. They had like the front part of it turned into a river at some point. It's like full, like flowing water, and then it rained from the sky, and then one scene this guy jumped into the river and like was fully submerged under the water.
It's really awesome, like how they like change scenes and you don't see it happening, and then all of a sudden they lift up the same screen you just saw go down.
Yeah, the transitions are really quick.
Different thing. Yeah, it was so cool. I did read that it's like Guinness World Records, like over 100 performers and like over 500 costumes or something.
It's the largest stage. The Guinness Book of World Records largest stage.
It was so like deep.
The taxi driver ended up buying our tickets for us, and so I'm not sure if he was able to get us any better seats or not, but we sat in the second row, so a little closer than I'd like to be. Kelly actually liked being in the second row.
I really liked it.
We were really close.
The only problem that I had with the show was the person sitting next to me, not Caleb, the lady sitting to my left side. She answered her phone in the middle of the performance.
It's hard to argue that, again, we paid 1,500 baht, and that was the cheap seats. It goes 1,500,
per person.
2,025, I think, yeah. And I feel like it's kind of expensive, but again, when you break it down, it's not that bad, especially for the caliber of the performance.
Yeah.
And it was 80 minutes, so it lasted quite a bit. There was no intermission, however, there was this kind of weird performance. Like a couple of people came up and they grabbed an audience member who came up to the front of the stage and they did this little song, and that took like 15 or 20 minutes. It was kind of a long, I think that was the intermission. But
that was my least favorite part of the whole performance, I think.
But we would definitely recommend it for sure.
Yeah.
So what was your highlight of today, day 2 in Bangkok?
Well, I really liked the show a lot, and I liked that we were able to get that free taxi ride to the show. But I also really liked Wat Saket.
Yeah, I'd agree with Kelly. The highlight was probably just going to the different Wats and the performance. We did so much today. I feel like we did a lot. The low light for me today would definitely be our lunch. I just kind of feel bad. I feel like it was just kind of a cop-out because we ate at such a touristy place. And again, lunch was good. It wasn't like it was bad. It was just like discouraging a little bit. All things considered, I don't feel too bad. It just would be the low light.
Yeah. And I know we're gonna get some comments about how expensive it is and how much we overpaid, but oh well.
Something that I learned today would be the traffic in Bangkok is ridiculous. I also learned that Thai people like wafers for dessert. Because if you go to 7-Eleven in the dessert aisle, all the candies, like 95% of them are wafers.
As always, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the little bell notification because we put out new videos every Tuesday and Friday. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.